Hello everyone, welcome to another Bluehead SEO series episode. In this case study, we will focus on the Subtract That Money, a case study website that I published earlier. In the first video, we focused on actual topical map structure of this website because it is designed mainly for a course website, and the company designed it to be actually a SaaS. Then I explained to you how you can use the topical authority methodology according to the source context. The source context is one of the fundamental concepts in the topical map creation in my way, in the Koray's framework. And the source context basically is about how you make money and how this website actually is related to the queries on the SERP. Because search engines are tending to understand what's the purpose of the website and why it is trying to rank for. If you are just chasing the traffic for the sake of traffic, you won't be able to stay there between the core updates. And in the first case study, we explained that this project actually was not getting any traffic and it was being crawled only 26 times a day. And after that, after getting enough level of historical data, the website has been tested, evaluated, and it came to here. The content in this area and content in this section are exactly the same. The website in total, it has just 400 index documents, as you can see here. The important change here actually happened in the crawl stats. So in the first case study, we focus on actual semantics mainly. In this one, we focus on the crawl stats. If you just watch the previous video that I published in this specific and this playlist, you can actually find this specific projects video and also the previous one, which focuses on actually health SEO mainly, or healthcare industries with SEO. And there you will also see that we have more than 7 different websites. And it will be helpful for you to understand this story of these 7 websites to be able to understand some of the concepts that I will be mentioning here. The first one is search engine tolerance. The thing is, if your website has been prioritized, if you have just 400 pages, but in total you are being crawled like 40,000 times, it means that this is a high value source. And at the beginning, this website was being crawled only 26 times a day. So 26 crawl hits in 24 hours. And just previously it was 40,000, and before that actually it was close to even 60,000 crawl hits a day. This mainly actually happened after this crawl core update. It means that once the search engine actually finds the website, tests it by increasing the impressions, indexing the website, and serving the website for different queries, and observing the user behaviors, then processing your text, constructing an information graphic, checking how efficient it is in terms of cost efficiency and in terms of accuracy. If you are passing the quality and relevance thresholds, then you will be tested even further. The thing here is that there are 3 indexing tiers in the Google index. In the first one, index tier 1, they put the most valuable websites directly there, and they use different algorithms and different web servers and data centers for them. It means if you are being crawled too many times despite you are a small website, it's actually a positive signal, which means the search engine algorithms prioritizing your website for indexation, for ranking, for testing, understanding. And usually I call this positive ranking state, which means whatever you do during that time, it will keep increasing your rankings. Another concept here is, as I say, search engine tolerance. And the search engine tolerance means that since you're in the index in tier 1, even if you do some certain type of mistakes, it won't be causing you to actually lose the rankings. That's why many SEO project owners keep saying that my competitor actually has really bad content and they used all these spammy methods and they rank really well. Maybe they are really good spammers, it might be a possibility too, but most of the time the reason that they are ranking really well for a long time is they are being tolerated due to their high level of page rank. As you know, Forbes is actually using parasite SEO for a really long time, but it's very hard to punish that website algorithmically, which causes at least 30% of the entire web to change their rankings. That's why they got a manual penalty, because it's easier to actually demote these websites manually, and probably it will be taking years to remove it fully. And even if it is removed, it might not be ranking same as before either. So in this case, we explain search engine tolerance. If your website is really important and it is in the index in tier 1, you can actually a little bit exploit the search engine's tolerance. But if you lose their trust, it will be really hard for you to gain it back. Secondly, search engine prioritization. If you are being crawled really well in this level, and if most of the crawl hits are going HTML with 200 status code, it means that actually the search engine directly prioritizes your content by understanding it. And in this case, you will be indexed faster, your content changes will be reflected very quickly, like a news website. The only problem here is that I always say that try to keep the discovery higher than 20 or 30% as much as possible according to your industry or your competitors. If you are the most active source, which brings us to another concept, active source, passive source. Active sources actually keep trying to publish or update, and they always keep the momentum higher. As you remember, in the topical authority methodology, we have three principles. Momentum is most important one, which helps you to take the attention of the search engine. Second one is depth, which means how deep you cover a topic. The third one is vastness, how broad you cover that topic. And in this case, your website actually has zero momentum. Once you have it, the search engine basically realizes that you don't publish anything for a really long time. Then they drop your scroll stats directly. It doesn't actually decrease the traffic or indexation. Things are indexed in the same way. The traffic is actually stale. But the thing here is that if this website would continue to publish the articles in the same way, it could actually come to the 1 million clicks amount. This is also another SaaS. I will be focusing on this specific SaaS actually in the next video most probably. And we are working over like 1.5 years as much as I can remember, and it's coming to the 1 million clicks. This always actually makes me remember that analogy that I always do with doctors and patients. Usually when you have a health problem in your body, you listen to doctor. Once you are cured, treated, so you start actually drinking alcohol or stop exercising, and you don't care about what the doctor says. The same also happens between SEOs or SEO mentors, SEO coaches, and the students as well. Once things are actually okay, they don't care about it because they already got investments or the funding, and they already actually are successful, and they stop publishing in that case as well. This also brings us to another situation. As you actually show all the patience and you work really hard for achieving a positive ranking state, from this moment to this moment, you should never stop on that area. Because right now, which brings us to the concept of actually initial ranking, which explains where your new pages starts to rank from, like between, let's say, 1 and 10 or 10 or 20. Some websites initially, they always rank in the first page when they publish something new, especially for the main queries that they are targeting for. And I believe since this website actually lost that specific search engine prioritization state, and the search engine will be tolerating this website also less, which means that actually the specific source won't be prioritized for indexation speed and also initial ranking phase as well, because it lost the state of activity. To be able to gain this state again, you will need to be actually publishing new documents, and these new documents will be checked as this area. Once you are in a positive ranking state, usually search engines just assume based on the machine learning systems, if the previous articles were quality for this topic, it should still be quality, and the next ones get the authority and trust signals of the first ones. Usually the search engine, actually Propagate, I mentioned this speech in the previous video, please also watch this as well 10 years ago. He also appeared actually in a research, I guess it was I couldn't remember actually this trust web pages. I guess it was propagation. And I can find it. I will just try to find it. His name and also creator of the programmable search engines also should be here. Usually I try to not mention actually that much research papers here, Propagate as you see. So this actually reflects that if a web page is quality enough, it means that another linked page from the same topic will be getting the specific type of trust as well. This can be used between different web pages from different domains or in the same domain between internal links as well. So in that case, I suggest you to try to understand the theoretical side, of course, but Blue Hat SEO case studies are created for beginner level SEOs most of the time to introduce actually some of the advanced concepts with practical, simple videos. So I won't be deep diving into the research papers here. But if you want to watch this, please watch it, because Propagate is the vice president of Google in search currently. So another thing here is that the website already created some branded search demand. It is important, it's protecting it, but it should be way much higher than that. Another thing is the phrase strike has multiple meanings, and there is another SaaS in the same industry, slightly in the same industry, at least for the crypto trading, not stock trading, with the same name, which creates actually a kind of entity resolution problem to understand the relevance between them. Because with the last update, actually, there are some certain type of, this is by the way, the Ahrefs graphic for the same project, as you can see, together with actually losing the crawl stats, also some of the queries are being lost too, because the search engine doesn't prioritize the source that much anymore. There was one more thing. I would like to show you this. This is let's say one of the competitors in industry. And this website was also being prioritized for rankings for so long, but the website was really bad. Eventually, you will be hit like that. Learn from the helpful content update. Don't press that much hard for the search engine's patience. And as you can see, even if you increase your referring domain number like 3 times, it might not save you. It's not about page rank always. And since this is an exact match domain, they don't have that much actually branded search demand in this case. And even if search engine decreases the relevance that you get from your domain name like 10%, you can lose most of the ranking advantage in that area. From update to another update, it will be happening in this way. That's why this website actually should be having some proper founders, authors, or persons named entities around them as well. So I just wanted to focus on one thing, as I say, basically crow stats. The main theme here is that once you have the momentum and the wind behind you and the search engine tolerance, trust, and prioritization with you, just keep going. Don't sleep on that, like it will always continue. And this website, it will be harder to rank it if it starts to be active again, and it will be tested longer too. Your new documents or these websites' new documents will be tested even longer. I also explained this website earlier with the Google Discovery traffic. Around actually the website started to lose crawl stats. It also started to appear in the Discover one more time. This didn't happen actually because it was publishing new documents. I created this document based on my actual own briefs, I can tell. The main reason that actually this started to happen here is mainly the core update. During the core updates, the topicality and the website prioritization for a specific topic or topical authority scores, site quality scores, they are reassigned. During that time, your source can get an opening. During the especially broad index refreshment, you can get an opening and be appearing there. But if you go and find the first video that I published here, you will see that a brand new website in 5 months, it was getting very much more clicks than this from the Google Discover, because Google directly started to trust the website more and it got more coverage even from there. You should always use your Google Discover and news appearances as one of the signals for the authority. Another thing is that I also explained, you should focus on some infographic or fun type of entities like podcasts or this type of 40 powerful candlestick patterns. The word powerful here actually helps for being appearing here because it's also a power word in a sentimental way. I hope this video helps. And again, I still actually trying to finish my house in Kuşadası. If you come to Istanbul or Kuşadası, let me know. Maybe we can meet in person. And if you would like to learn further, you can join to the Topical Authority course and Holistic SEO communities. We have cohort systems that actually week every week and help each other as well. Stay with research, reason, and love of science. See you in the next time. Thank you.